How to fix Steam games crashing due to laptop using integrated graphics instead of NVIDIA RTX 4050 Ti. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we're diving deep into a prevalent and highly frustrating issue for many laptop gamers. Steam games crashing because your system defaults to integrated graphics instead of leveraging the dedicated power of your NVIDIA RTX 4050 Ti. This guide provides a comprehensive, deep dive into troubleshooting and resolving such performance bottlenecks, ensuring your gaming experience is fluid and crash-free. We'll explore everything from granular NVIDIA Control Panel adjustments to advanced driver management and system optimizations, transforming your unstable setup into a high-performance gaming rig. The primary symptom, as experienced by many, involves games crashing after a short period, often necessitating a full system restart due to a complete Steam client freeze. A clear indicator that the high-performance GPU is not being utilized as intended. Before we begin, understand that modern gaming laptops often employ a hybrid graphics architecture, intelligently switching between a power-efficient integrated GPU, iGPU, and a powerful dedicated GPU, dGPU, like your NVIDIA RTX 4050 Ti. While this dynamic switching is designed to optimize battery life and performance, it can sometimes misconfigure, leading to the dGPU remaining idle during graphically intensive tasks. Our mission today is to override these misconfigurations and enforce the exclusive use of your RTX 4050 Ti for all your Steam gaming sessions, preventing the system from overworking the integrated chip, which simply cannot handle modern game loads for extended periods. Let's begin the comprehensive troubleshooting steps. Force NVIDIA RTX 4050 Ti for specific applications via NVIDIA Control Panel. The most direct solution involves manually designating your RTX 4050 Ti for individual game executables. Open the NVIDIA Control Panel. Navigate to Manage 3D Settings, select the Program Settings tab, and add the specific game's executable file, e.g., game.exe. Then choose High Performance NVIDIA Processor from the Preferred Graphics Processor drop-down for that application, ensuring it bypasses integrated graphics. Set Global Preferred Graphics Processor to NVIDIA. To apply a blanket rule for all applications, navigate back to Manage 3D Settings in the NVIDIA Control Panel, but this time, remain on the Global Settings tab. From the drop-down menu labeled Preferred Graphics Processor, select High Performance NVIDIA Processor. While this setting is usually honored, individual program settings can override it, so specific application adjustments are often a dual-pronged approach. Configure Graphics Performance Preference in Windows Settings. Windows 10 and 11 offer their own graphics performance preference settings. Go to Settings, then System, then Display, and scroll down to Graphics Settings. Here, you can browse for your game's executable or the Steam client itself and explicitly set its graphics preference to high performance, ensuring Windows directs the GPU workload to your dedicated RTX 4050 Ti. Update NVIDIA graphics drivers to the latest version. Outdated or corrupted drivers are a primary culprit for GPU-related issues. Visit the official NVIDIA website, input your RTX 4050 Ti model and operating system, and download the latest game-ready driver. A fresh driver installation can resolve numerous compatibility and performance problems, bringing essential optimizations for newer game titles. Perform a clean driver installation using DDU, Display Driver Uninstaller. For persistent driver issues, a clean sweep is often necessary. Download Display Driver Uninstaller, DDU, and boot into Windows Safe Mode. Run DDU to thoroughly remove all traces of previous NVIDIA drivers, then reboot and install the newly downloaded driver. This method prevents conflicts arising from remnants of old or improperly installed driver files. Roll back NVIDIA graphics drivers to a stable version. If recent driver updates introduced instability, consider rolling back to an older, known stable driver version. This can be done via Device Manager by right-clicking your NVIDIA GPU, selecting Properties, then the Driver tab and clicking Roll Back Driver. Alternatively, manually download an older driver from NVIDIA's archive and perform a clean installation with DDU. Monitor GPU temperature and ensure adequate cooling. Overheating is a common cause of crashes, especially in laptops. Use monitoring software like MSI Afterburner or HW Monitor to track your GPU temperature during gameplay. Ensure your laptop's cooling vents are unobstructed and consider a cooling pad if temperatures consistently exceed safe operating limits, typically above 85-90°C under load. Verify Power Management Mode in NVIDIA Control Panel. Within the NVIDIA Control Panel, under Manage 3D Settings, navigate to Power Management Mode. Ensure it is set to Prefer Maximum Performance. This prevents the GPU from downclocking itself to save power, which can lead to performance drops and instability during demanding gaming sessions. Disable Integrated Graphics in BIOS/UEFI, Advanced Users. For some laptops, it might be possible to completely disable the integrated graphics from the system's BIOS/UEFI settings. This is an advanced step and can vary significantly between laptop models. Exercise caution, as incorrectly configured BIOS settings can lead to display issues or boot problems. Consult your laptop's manual for specific instructions. Verify integrity of game files via Steam. Although the user attempted this, it remains a fundamental troubleshooting step. Right-click the problematic game in your Steam library, go to Properties, then Installed Files, and click Verify Integrity of Game Files. This ensures no game files are corrupted or missing, which can often cause crashes regardless of GPU utilization. Clear Steam download cache and repair library folders. Steam's cached data or corrupted library folders can sometimes interfere with game launches. In Steam, go to Settings, then Downloads, and select Clear Download Cache. Afterward, in Storage, click the three dots next to your library and choose Repair Folder to fix potential issues within your game storage. Ensure Windows operating system is fully updated. Keeping Windows up to date is crucial, as OS updates often include critical security patches, bug fixes, and updated system drivers that can improve hardware compatibility and overall system stability. Go to Settings, then Windows Update, and check for any pending updates. Adjust laptop power plan to high performance. Windows power plans can significantly impact system performance. Search for Power and Sleep settings in Windows, then click Additional Power Settings. Select High Performance from the available plans to ensure your laptop's CPU and GPU are not throttled for power efficiency during gaming. Reduce in-game graphics settings. While your RTX 4050 is capable, if crashes persist, temporarily lowering demanding graphics settings like texture quality, anti-aliasing, or shadow detail can alleviate stress on the GPU. This can help isolate whether the issue is a hardware limitation under extreme load or a fundamental software conflict. Disable NVIDIA GeForce Experience Overlay and In-Game Overlay. Overlays from NVIDIA GeForce Experience, Steam, or other third-party applications can sometimes cause conflicts or performance issues. Disable the in-game overlay features within GeForce Experience settings and also turn off Steam's in-game overlay in its settings under the In-Game tab. Scan for malware and viruses. Malware or viruses can consume significant system resources and interfere with game processes, leading to crashes. Perform a full system scan using reputable antivirus software to rule out any malicious interference impacting your system's performance and stability. Run System File Checker, SFC, and DSM commands. Corrupted Windows system files can lead to various issues, including game crashes. Open Command Prompt as an administrator and run sfc/scano. If issues persist, follow up with DISM/online/cleanupimage/restore health to repair the Windows. Reinstall DirectX and Visual C++ redistributables. Games rely heavily on DirectX and Visual C++ redistributables. Corrupted or outdated versions can cause crashes. You can often find these installers in the game's installation directory or download the latest versions from Microsoft's official website. Reinstalling them can resolve common runtime errors. Perform a system restore to a previous stable point. If the crashing issues began recently, a system restore can revert your system configuration to a point in time when everything was working correctly. Search for Create a Restore Point in Windows, then click System Restore, and choose a restore point prior to when the problem started. Consider a Windows reinstallation or reset last resort. As a final measure, if all other troubleshooting steps fail, a clean reinstallation or reset of Windows can often resolve deep-seated software conflicts and corruption. Back up all your important data before proceeding with this option, as it will wipe your system drive. This provides a fresh, clean slate for your operating system and drivers. By systematically working through these solutions, you should be able to identify and rectify the underlying cause of your Steam games crashing due to improper GPU utilization. The initial problem, often a simple misconfiguration, can cascade into a myriad of symptoms that these steps collectively address. Remember, patience and methodical troubleshooting are key to restoring your gaming laptop to its full potential. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more in-depth technical guides and solutions.